Banging on the floor downstairs. Somebody's a little too loud down there. Banging on the floor downstairs. Okay, so I'm going to be taking apart jewelry today and putting it together, making different pieces. I'm just gonna put some music on in the background. Hopefully there's no echo. Okay. Got lots of stuff going on here. Got the tools. I think I'm going to start with taking stuff apart. It's the easiest thing to do. This is a bracelet that no longer is stretchy. These are really pooched. So I'm going to get rid of those. And we'll just save these beads. Hopefully, I don't get gassed on Facebook for them hearing this music in the background. I don't know how that works, but I think I've gotten a strike against me before for it, so we'll see what happens. Oops. These I'm going to keep, and I'll just open those and take all those stones out of them. I think I'll do that now. It's really easy. Just pull it apart like that. They come right out. Then you can use them in other projects. You get a little container for them. One gone. I try to reuse everything instead of buying new stuff. If you can recycle it, recycle it. Just takes a little bit of work to, you know, salvage those pieces, but I find it relaxing. So some people might not have the patience, but I definitely do. I gotta yell at my kid downstairs. He's being really loud. If you hear me stomp on the floor, I'm trying to get him to stop yelling. It's code for shut up or please be quiet politely. Most of the times it's shut up. There we go. Some really good rhinestones in here. Some nice glass ones. These are pretty tarnished, so that's why I'm taking them apart. So glad the weekend is here tomorrow. It's really cool today compared to the last few days. So all I'm doing is just bending these pieces apart. Just like that. It's really malleable, so it's not that difficult. Pull them out. It's why we tend to lose them when they're on bracelets. If you get them caught on something, they come out pretty easy. I like when I find these and the rhinestones are different colors, because you tend to harvest quite a bit and it's hard to find rhinestones that are in different colors. I got a lot of reds. I just dropped one on the floor. Flew out. I think I got one more there. Where did it go? There it is. Alright. See if we can pull it off. Oh, I just cut my finger. Got a little greedy there. Alright, so that's what we were able to salvage out of those rondelles from that bracelet. That's a lot. So that's really awesome. Put the lid on that so we don't lose it. Now, I have this bracelet, or necklace, but got a lot of fraying up here. So I want to fix that, but it's just knotted together. Looks like it's in pretty good condition, but I don't like this. So I'm not sure if I can just clean it up. Just like that. I'm not even sure if it's on there very well. How well that is knotted. It looks like it's okay. I think we'll just leave this. Sorry. Just like that. And we'll just keep it the way it is. It's got those cute little, looks like something else should have been here. See that jump ring? I'll just take that one off. I don't think I can have, well, I do have something I can dangle off of it. Let's put one of these. This is these are old pieces from a necklace. Let's see what it would look like if we added one of these on there. Just on that jump ring, just to kind of, it looks kind of boring. So let's jazz it up. Put one of those. Oh, somebody's trying to get a hold of me. Put one of those on here. Actually, let's do one better. Let's put it on this ring, so I keep the original jump ring. Not sure who's messaging me there. Just gonna open that. Take this one off. I'm actually going to start stamping things that I make with my own jewelry mark. Oh, that would be kind of neat to have my own mark. I gotta think about what it's gonna be. I think that looks kind of neat, actually. I wonder if I should do more. I don't know if that'd be comfortable to wear around your neck. No, I don't think it would be. So we're going to take it off. The whole thing. There must have been another chain or maybe I don't know what they had here. But I love the beads and I don't want to have to restring it, so I'll just take that off. And we'll just leave it like that. Just a nice necklace. And then we'll put it away. Repaired. I'm going to keep this jump ring. Put it in with all my jump rings because I like to recycle. And I'll put those in here and save them for later. So the next thing we're going to do is we have this watch, and the band is pretty old. It's got a lot of cracks and wear. So we're going to take that off. These are a little bit trickier. There are little pins that are inside. There are tools you can get for this. I don't have them. So I'm not too worried about this band, but I want to save the pin. So I usually give it a good pull down, trying not to. You can just see right in here is the metal piece. I take this rounded edge. It's usually got edges that you can push it back into itself. There we go, we got it. And then what we've got is pin right there. So we pull it out and we save those. We save them because we will get another band for this really cool watch that we're going to also check and see if it works on the back. Hopefully I have the battery for it. I need to test that as well. So I'm just going to pull this back so I can get at that piece. I can use my little sharpened clay cutter. I don't care again about the band, so there we go. I've taken that off. And those are in good shape. They're dirty from all the skin, people's skin. It ends up in the watch. So now what we want to do is we want to take the back off. But to do that, I need a different tool. So I use this Pro Painter knife here. It's pretty flat edge. It can get underneath the lip of the backing of the watch. There are tools you can get, but I'm not going to spend the money on them, so hopefully I can get it off without scratching the crap out of the back of it. I just have to find where the lip is. So there will always be a space for the watch. Sometimes it's pretty dirty. It's hard to find. I think that's might be right around the back here. This is really dirty. Sometimes it's really hard to see. So I take this. Bear with me 1 second. It's so dirty. It's gross. Like if you saw what I'm looking at. Oh, I found it. Okay, so it is right here. There we go. That was easy. I didn't even need to use that. They don't usually come off that easy, especially when they're this dirty. So let's open this. There is our watch cover. Oh, and my son downstairs. I'm gonna give him a bang on the floor to tell him to be quiet. All right, now we want to take out that battery right here. And we are going to see if we have a battery that fits it. It looks like I do. It looks like a 626. So let's see. I'll just pop it out. Okay. Let me get a 626 and see if it'll fit in there, and we'll see if it works. Just gotta find my watch battery box. I keep a whole bunch of batteries, because you never know. That looks like a 626. Yeah. Always try to keep the one that doesn't work away from the ones that work, because you will mix them up. So what we're going to do now is we're going to stick this battery back in here. You got to be really careful because you'll notice that there's raised edges, and you want to make sure that you don't bend any of that metal. So there's always a way to slide a battery in. See, this has got hair in it too. This is really kind of gross. So battery's in, you can push on it, and we can see here it works. So we know it's a working watch. Anytime I sell them, I always test them. We know this is the old battery, this is the new, if they want to buy it with the new battery, then we'll include it, and we usually charge a couple bucks for that. You can also find out different things about the watch and where it was made on the inside. And this still has the official sticker on the back. So we know that's good. So we want to put everything back together. This piece has to go with the wind time adjustment post, and we know that this piece should go up at the front because of the way the writing is. We're going to snap that back in. So this watch is a good watch, it works. Now we have to try to find a band for it. It has to be a relatively large band. Let's see if we can do that. If I don't have one, I don't have one. Then here's one here. This is brown though. I'm not sure how good that goes. Actually, that's not too bad, is it? That brown and black and blue face? That's actually not too bad. Let's see if we got the other one. I have a whole case here of watches. There's the other piece. I'm always looking for these at thrift stores. So let's feed this through. It's good. Those little posts stick out at the edge. We're going to push this side down, put it in the hole. I probably won't leave this band on, but I just want to show you. I'm going to pinch it. Try not to scratch. It's a little tough. You need something flush without cutting your hands off. Okay, let's get this in there. The band. Okay. You should hear it snap in. There we go. So just put that band on there. It's kind of funky. Okay, we've got it out even side. I might be able to get this one down myself. Nope. Need that flat surface. Let's try. I'm not sure I want to use this, but I'm going to try not to cut the band. This is really sharp. I don't want to scratch that. No. I don't want to scratch that metal. This is really big. I just got to get it past the first hump. There we go. Nope. Okay, it snapped in. So there we go. Just put a new I'm not sure what that says. Here, a Hirsch water resistant Amon, Hirsch Amon, number 20 watch band we just replaced. It's pretty cool. All right, there we go. We just fixed that. We know it works. It's not that hard to do it yourself. So that will be put up for sale now. I think I like it with the brown band, actually, with the blue face and the black painted metal. We also have this. This is a beautiful hand beaded bracelet. So what we're gonna do is it's missing clasp here, so we're gonna replace it. I don't like toggle clasps so much anymore. I find them hard to open, so we're gonna take this off and replace it with a, oh, it didn't take long, I'm going to replace it with this beautiful Lobster Clasp. Okay, let me get some jump rings and we'll put that on the end. Actually, I've got something better. We're going to use this because it's so pretty. I bought those at the antique mall. A whole pack of them. I'm going to go back and get more. I'm going to use that. It's this really awesome. Squeeze it. Comes out. That hook clasp. Okay. So we need a jump ring. And we need to remove these old dirty ones. I just couldn't throw this away. This was so pretty. It just needed a new clasp. Can open that jump ring. And we're going to do a couple of jump rings on this. Right here. Close it up. Making sure it's aligned. I want to do another one. But usually what you do is you put a little one on there. So I'm going to do a big one and then a little one. Because you don't want to have too much metal. And it just looks more feminine. And then I'm going to add that on there. And then I'm going to add this really beautiful clasp on. Kind of bent these apart a little too far. It's all right. Yeah, I bent it way too far. You gotta be careful. You don't want to bend these too far. Well, these are kind of bent apart anyways. They've got them overlapping, which means they're not good quality, but we know that they'll stay on. If I leave it this way, see how it's uneven? Let me pull it up away from my fingers. If I leave it that way, it is going to catch on everything and you're going to lose your bracelet. So I just gotta pull it apart a little bit. I don't know who made these, but they're not made very well. Okay, there we go. That's better. Perfect. Okay, so I just adjusted it. So now we've got this really small clasp followed by a larger one. I'm going to do the same thing on this end. Only we're only going to, put that one on there, and we're going to get that little one. We'll just use this one because I've already kind of adjusted it. And now we have to flip it over and attach it here on the other side. And what we're going to do is pinch it together because it's a little offset. And I opened it, pinch it down so it doesn't catch on anything. When I did that, I pulled it off. Here. These are really malleable. They're base metal. So now we've just replaced that missing clasp. Now we've got a beautiful wearable bracelet with this funky hook clasp from the antique mall. So pretty. That's really, really pretty. I like that. Hook it in, push it in. And the beard is so pretty. Do I have to do something about the way it's sitting? No, I think it's okay. Okay, so that one's done. That one will go up. Whenever I recycle jewelry and I sell it, I always disclose that it's upcycled jewelry. This was the part of a necklace. I've taken this part off because I didn't like it. It was attached to this. I've since taken it apart and reconnected this piece. So this was actually attached here and it lengthened the necklace, but I didn't like that, so I've since repaired it. And now what we're going to do is we are going to turn this bracelet in, we'll turn this into a bracelet. So give me 1 second, I'm just going to go get some water. Okay. Got some water. Asked my eldest to be quiet. I think for this one I'm going to do a toggle clasp because it's so big. So I think I might even use a square toggle clasp for this one. I think that might suit it because of the ends. And I'm going to use, oh, there's a jump ring on it already here. I like the little jump ring. I think we'll stick with that. So we need to find another one. And I don't think these ones open. I think those are just joined by the other ones. There's one. It's a little off in color compared to the other one. Let's see if we can find another one that's already open. Okay, I'm just going to cut these ones open because they kind of really match that. And this seems too silvery. I need a darker metal. Use a darker metal. Do I have a square one? That is darker. Okay, see, this is a darker metal here. But I don't think I have a darker metal one. You can see the difference. This is very light. Almost like a silvery. That might be neat. That might be neat. Will that fit in there? I think that works. could do that. Let's do that. Okay. So I'm going to take this jump ring that's already on here. We want to use what's already there. We're going to open it. I'm just going to take that arrow. We'll have to test it too to make sure that the arrow actually will be able to go through here once we put it on. So these don't have any holes on them, I don't think. No. So I have to cut it with my wire cutters. It's going to help it. Not the best thing to do, but I don't want to go searching for another. And I didn't really use the right cutters. You're supposed to use... Oh, look at that. It did not like that. These are not meant to have that happen. So let's put that back and let's find one that we can open. I don't know why this is a whole container of ones that I can't open. Very frustrating. There's like a whole whack of them in here. I have no idea where they came from. And I can't use the little ones because they're not going to be strong enough for this project. I've got to have another box of these somewhere. Let me check. Why not? I do have another box. I actually have this awesome cat. I think that would be so cool. Let's do that instead. Let's do the cat instead. Get rid of this. We're going to put this awesome cat on here. And then we're going to do the same down on the other end, but we're going to find the bar that goes through it. That is a cool bar. Let's use that one. And oh, these are these aren't duck rings. These are all clasps. What is going on? Gotcha. Okay, I found them. I knew I had a container full of them. Here they are here. All right, this makes way more sense. Look at that good sturdy one. All right. Let's give this an open. This is like the cat, like a cat's curled tail. And we are going to, hopefully it fits through. Let's close that up. Okay. So now we've got this awesome bracelet that used to be on Please Fit. It doesn't fit. Yeah, that doesn't fit because of the knot, so we'll have to put just a regular bar through there. We can do that though. That's no big whoop. That's an arrow bar again. Trying to find. I don't know. I'm abandoning this, which you can do because I have creative license. I love the cat, but we're going to keep it simple. So I don't have a bar, and I'm just going to, where is it? Where did I see it? Use a medium size. I'll just use this one. Keep it big, keep it in scale. It also, I noticed, was a little big with the toggle clasps, so it's likely, as you wear it, more likely to come off because that bar could slip through. So let's just do a lobster clasp. Let's add another hook just in case it ends up being a little too small for somebody. There's another one of those. Go ahead and do that. Now they can extend it if they need to. Their wrists are a little bit bigger. We also have this we have to fill. So let's do that. Let's see if we can find a cabochon to go there, because I think that's important to have that focal point. So I'm going to look for one right now. I got these. I like this one. It's a nice green. Looks like it needs to be shaved down a little bit. Oh, it fits in there nice, and you still get some of the silver. That's really pretty. Come on in, Brutus. Okay. And then we have, do we have any other ones? I think that is too small. A lot of these, the problem with finding these is a lot of them are shaped like diamonds. See, like this. So you have a hard time finding things to fit. That's too small. Oh, here's a nice one. This one looks like it might fit perfectly. That just snapped right in there. It's like it was made for it. That might be the one we go with. Okay. Let me take this. That is too... I liked the green one better. There's black, it's too small. Brutus, my dog is here. Yeah, I don't recall having any other big ones. So I have those two that fit. Hi, what's up, doggy? What's up, Pooch? How are you doing? You want your bed? You missing your bed? I'll get your bed. We also have these, which are interesting. The collection. I don't think these ones will fit. And yeah, so we need to go through here and pull out what fits. Come on, I'll get your bed. Here. Yes, bud. Let's go. All right. Come on. There's your bed. All right. Lay down. So far I'm liking the green, so I'm going to get rid of this one. And I'm going to look in here. see if there's, like, this is pretty too. Oh, oh, oh goodness. Do I really like that? Does it suit it? I don't know. That's so pretty. There's a purple one. Let's look at the purple one. Here's the purple one. That's it right there. That's what we're doing. Okay. That is the one I'm going to go with. I love the cameo look. There's even this beautiful resin flower. Oh, I don't know. I don't think this one. We have that one. I don't know about that one either. But I do think I like the purple. And it's flush, so you don't have to worry about it catching on anything. Look at this one. That's gorgeous. Some nice crafting pieces in here. The yellow was pretty too, though. And the bracelet itself is kind of modern. So I definitely don't think this one. I think this one is more suited for something else. So it's a draw between this green, but I think that's the winner right there. I think that is the winner. Yeah, that's the one I'm going to do. Isn't that pretty? Just one last check. Yeah, no. Save that for something else. So let's do it. Oh yeah, that's the one right there. So we only need to put glue here. We're using E6000. And one of the things I learned is always store your E6000 standing up. Gravity will pull it down as you open the lid. You are going to still get some that rushes out at the top, but it's going to be far less than what you would have if you had it. See, it's starting to come out, but if I had let it sit the other way, it would have been way more. Not even squeezing it, just letting it come out. Adding it to the spot. It dries really quick too, so I think that's a good fair amount. Just clean it off, quickly close it, and leave it standing upright. My goodness, this song reminds me of when I was younger. I think I used to cry to this song. Alright, this is really thin, so we don't want to push it down too much. We're going to get that seepage. We want it to sit in there. See the seepage that came out? to squeeze it and clean it. Squeeze it. You can see it coming out of around the edges. Clean it. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put something heavy on the top of it. Let me think about what I have that's heavy. Normally you could use like little mini vice grips, but I don't have a pair. So I want to find something that's heavy that will keep it down. What do I have that's heavy? That's small enough to sit on top of it. Oh, I know what I can put on it. This is my hammering block that I use when I'm hammering out metal for jewelry. It's very, very heavy. It's obviously steel, so I'm going to put this somewhere else. And we've just taken a piece of a necklace and turned it into a bracelet. A really funky one, too. So we'll let that dry. We'll let that dry overnight. In the morning, it will be perfect. I think the thing I dislike the most about crafting is having to clean everything up after. So I try to do it as I go along, if I know I'm not going to use something again. I think my next thing I'd like to do is to fix this brooch. It's relatively easy. It is this beautiful Christmas brooch, but it's missing 2 stones. And we're at a really good advantage here because the stones are perpendicular to each other, and we can make them any color we want because it's a Christmas tree. If we had this stone missing and that stone missing, it would be a little difficult. But the patterning, the way this played out, is perfect for us. So we are going to adjust this, and this is a vintage pin. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to pick some colors out. They're relatively small, so we can't use these that we harvested. They'll be too big. They'll stick out from the brooch, and they'll get caught on things. So we got to dig deep down inside here and look for really small rhinestones, which are at the bottom. So when I have to do that, I usually dump them out. I'm going to dump these out somewhere where everyone can see them. So let's use this lid. Plastic ones are sticking the container. Some are plastic in here and some are glass. So let's go ahead and find what fits in here. Super cool. I don't like using pink because there's green and red. I might just go clear because there's lots of clear. That one. Actually, you know what? They might fit the ones we just took out of the other thing because it's really deep. This is very shallow. So let's see. We might be able to. These look really big though. Let's take a look. Let's see. Those are definitely too big. Doesn't sit flush. Okay. So no go on that. I like this one too. That's pretty. What do you think about that blue? That is so pretty. Do we have another one? There's a green. It looks broken though. Yeah, it's broken. We could do Aurora Borealis too. I think we have quite a few of those in here. There's one right there. I do believe that is one. Actually, I think Aurora Borealis might work better. But I'm not sure if we have one that's big enough. See, that's too small. I love that blue. I think we need to find that other blue. There's one right there. Oh, there's a hair too. Gross. There we go. I think that's perfect. So that's what we'll do. We'll glue those two on. Oh, that's so pretty. Right. I'm going to shave this glue off of here. We need very, very little glue. There's enough glue in here to do both. There we go. So pretty. This one looks a little bit duller, but I do believe it's because it didn't have that much of a foil backing on the back of the rhinestone, where this one did. So each rhinestone would normally have like a tinfoily look to the back. So this is ready. We're just gonna let this dry. That pin we could sell for $8 and someone didn't want it. There's another pin and another pin. This one is missing a stone there. Got some nice baguettes on it too. So we can fix this one, and then this I believe is a relatively modern pin. It's not pokey, It's one solid piece. It's not multi-layered. It's got a poor finish on it. But someone might like it to, surprisingly, take all the stones and use them for something else. So I think this might fit the one we just took out. Let's take a look. No, that's it. Well, they all sit relatively high. This is why this one probably came out, because they sit high. No, I don't want to use that one. It's a little too high. This is going to be tough because this piece is broken here. We have to file it down. And that is me using my Dremel. So I'm not going to do that on camera. It's going to be too noisy. Let's see if we can find the right size white stone. There's one. Ah, just lost it. Where'd it go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? That was a good one too. See, it's already been 1 hour. I could just do this all day. Let's see if that one works. Looks really big. It doesn't look as big as the other one, so this will probably work. Frustrating. And I lost it. I lost it in the chaos. Bingo. We got it. Can't even tell. Let's put her in. This is what I meant by the foil back. See how it's gold and metal? That makes the stone have its luster. I think I've said it before. If you are pulling stones out and you take that off, you lose some of the luster. Clean that lid off before I... This is a really big bead. I'm not going to use all of it. Otherwise it's going to be... No. Giving it a good push. I thought I just broke it, but I didn't. I just undid it from its thing. So we just fixed that one too. Someone will pay probably $5 for that. This one, like I said, it probably had something coming off of it right here, and it has been broken off. So what I like to try to do is to see if I can cut the base metal off, and then I sand it down. If I can't, but it looks like I'm getting it. So there's a chunk I took off, a couple of pieces. Just base metal. And then what I do is I just gently file that down with a diamond filer. This is an older tell by the boomerang back. But I think I'll be able to do that. Everything else looks like it's in good condition. Sand that down a little bit, and then, but I'm concerned here that it's peeling. I don't think this is really salvageable, to be honest now. It looks like somebody bent it. Yeah. So, and I think that's why it's in this pile. So we're just going to take these beautiful stones out. If it wasn't, if that metal right there wasn't gone, I'd save it. But I can't. Can't sell it like that. But we can definitely take out these beautiful crystal stones and put them in our pile to repair other pieces. Why do I feel like I'm not doing that? I'm not using the right tool for this. It's because I usually use the red cutters. These are really old. Just so you know, I do have glasses on. In case anything comes flying out at me. It's really, really nice. Glass. I don't really like J-Lo music, but this isn't actually that bad. Something dancey. Dancey about it. Oh, this is a nightmare. I don't know where my red cutters are. I don't like that either. Hold on. Cut my finger off. Okay. Let's use these and see if these work. These work a little bit better. Nope, those don't work either. But I like those better than these ones. There you are. Found you. What a shame, eh? What a shame. Okay, so now when I get close to here, I just gotta get rid of some of this excess stuff. Oh, that really hurts. This was set really nice too. I'm surprised it's not marked. If it was marked, I wouldn't take it apart. I would just leave it. Because there are people who might have been able to like restore it, but I just don't. I don't do that. Ow, that really hurts the fingers, all these little sharp, jaggedy things. I love this Aurora Borealis one in the center. As soon as I get that one out, it'll be easier. Now that I've got other things I can leverage, it makes it easier. This was made really well, actually. I'm surprised. The metal's not the best, but would have been just like an inexpensive piece of costume jewelry back in its day, but really pretty. Definitely gonna use these blue stones later. That one's broken. I got a little impatient with that one. If your rhinestones are glued into the piece, you can actually use a heat gun. If you don't want the metal anymore, you can put it right on the piece and heat it up, and within seconds you could pop them out, but just don't touch, you know, you gotta use gloves because it gets really hot. There, just emptied that really pretty brooch because it just wasn't salvageable. And then yeah, the glue gun will, or the heat gun will melt all the glue. But if you want to save the metal, you can't press it right to the metal because it'll change the color of the metal. Alright, this is a necklace that just came apart, so we're just going to fix the end of it. It's not a big repair, but this is a neat octopus pendant. So I want to salvage this. Someone will want it. So it's the Lobster Clasp that I am fixing. Just gonna put it on the metal. Just goes right on. This chain is made of little links. It's like a link chain. So I just put that back on the jump ring. It's pretty malleable, so I can close it with my fingers. So I want to make sure it's closed nice and tight without overlapping. And now that necklace is fixed. Good lever. Nice spring back. So yeah, we fixed that. So we can sell that. This looks like a Sarah Coventry necklace that has, it's just a big long necklace, looks like. Okay, so there's nothing wrong with that. It just needs something on it, which I have here. I have this really neat aromatherapy magnetic elephant charm. This would actually be pretty. Let's do that. I'm surprised. Maybe I had that planned already. This is really long though. Oh, I think that's what I was going to do. I think I didn't like how long this was. because it's like way too long. I need to chop it off here. So we're gonna check and see if these links, do they open? Sometimes they don't open. Can't tell. Yep, they open. I just looked with my loop. So because they open, it's not going to be very difficult. Where we don't have to ruin the chain, we don't want to. Now we've got that half taken off. I'm just going to close this back up. How long do we want that to be? I think that's a good length. So we're going to do it to about, it's a pretty big pendant, so we need it to be about, yeah, that long, I would say. So let's just open this end. Alright, now that we've got that end open, put our jump ring on it. It's a pretty dainty chain. Go medium size if it fits. It should fit because the chain itself is the same width. Yeah, okay, good. Let's close that up. This is magnetic, this tool, so it keeps getting attracted to it. Alright, that is closed. We need to add one on this end. It's not open, so I've got to open it. There's the other one. Just open it up. Now, let's add a little one, just because it's always pretty. And let's add our clasp. Let's just do a lobster clasp on this because it's heavy. It has a jump ring on it. There's one there. It's called a lobster clasp because it looks like a lobster claw. Let's take that. And we are going to attach it to this side here. I'm going to double it up because I don't want it to break. What size is it? Those are too big. That size. I don't think that's going to fit. Try to find which one we used. Did I get it out of here? I believe I did. It's medium size. I think this one is the one we used right here. Yes. So I want to see if I can fit another one in. No, I can. Perfect. We'll loop it also through that. Can we loop it through there? I'm doubling it up because if one opens, I want the other one to prevent it from coming off. I sometimes like to double them up. Plus I think it looks neat. You just have to make sure that they go the same direction. And so that's now what we've done is we've taken probably end to end a 4-foot chain And we've turned it into a much smaller chain and added that really cute elephant pendant. So another salvaged piece we can sell. And like I said, I disclose that they're all upcycled to whoever is buying them. So I think the last thing, oh, we have this really cute pendant, and we could use this chain for it too. That's awesome. It's already got its ends. We just need to connect it together. And the way we do that is we just open it up, and this is a little bit more tricky because these are so tiny. But we just open the ends, we connect it back to itself. Sometimes you want to use needle nose pliers for this. Oh, and then you hopefully you don't drop it and lose the link. Let's use these. They're a little more pointy. Put on there. And we're going to close that up. Pinch it closed because it is going to bear weight. I want to make sure it's nice and attached. So now we've got the second part of that really long necklace. We're going to add this pendant to it. Do you see how this pendant, this hoop, is this way? It doesn't go the opposite direction. So when you hang this on a necklace, you have to use a jump ring. Otherwise, the necklace is going to lay like crossed over. But if you notice down here, we're missing something. We're missing a fish. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove this fish, and we're going to add two really pretty gemstones here and use this fish as a pendant for something else. We only have one, so we can't use it for earrings to match. And unfortunately, the way this was made, it doesn't look like we're going to be able to use that fish for anything anyways. So I need to be careful here. I need to take this fish's hoop off, not this one. Otherwise, I'm going to break it. And we won't be able to do what I want to do. So sometimes jewelry does come fused. And there's no way to split it open. I could try cutting it. It's very, very malleable. So I did cut it there, opening it a bit. Oh, it is so malleable. I do not want to break the other one. I want to really salvage that other piece, so if I have to sacrifice this piece, that's okay. It is not coming. Okay, there we go. So you can see I had to cut it. Let me see what it looks like if I pinch it back together. I could heat it. Nope, it is super duper malleable. It's like base metal. That's pooched. Okay, so that is a casualty. And that's okay. You're not going to save everything. But we did manage to save this big, beautiful pendant, which has dangling things. So it does have a jump ring on it, which we are going to remove because that's just the piece where the last fish was. So now it's free of its old things. We're using this necklace. Now we need to attach two things. And I have the cutest. I have these little glass beads. I also have if we're not looking to do glass. I did just salvage some teardrop beads that are more of a translucent, which might serve better. There's a pink one and there is a white one. So let's see what we think would go good. I like I like these white ones. I like those white ones. I think those white ones are, but I also like the blingy bling. And these are glass and they're flat on the one side so they would sit nice. I think I have blue teardrops too, but I think they're put away. What else do we have? Oh my gosh, that would look too much like a fishing, a fishing lure. What about those? That would add a nice, just a pop of color. They look kind of dirty though. I like these ones. I think these are classy and they're glass, and that's what I'm going to stick with. Gut instinct. We could also put on either side these things. They're called caps, like bead caps, because I'm going to put a jump ring there. I don't think I'd be able to get it on. Okay, so we need a bigger jump ring. We need one about this big. We'll see if this one works. Those are way too big, so I'm not liking those. I have to be really careful with that middle. Let's try this one. I think this is a bit better. And we want the flat end to be to the back. Okay. Yes, I like that. That is cute. Okay, let's do the other one. Simple, nothing complicated. Do this one. And the beauty is, when I wake up tomorrow, if I don't like it, I can switch it up, but I think that looks so good. Okay, I like that. Now let's put a jump ring on our hoop here. That is going, we're going to do two. We're going to double it up because we want it to hold the pendant. So we're going to put our first one on. Just leave it there. Do our next one. I'm making it more hard on myself, more difficult than it needs to be. We want them to be side by side, not crossed over. They're just open right now, so they look a little weird. We're not going to put them through these holes because we won't know how to center it. What we are going to do is grab that one that just fell. And we're just going to, does not want to stay. Where did it go? Get back here. I need you to stay together, just like that. Traditionally, normally I would close them, but I don't want to have to do that right now. Can you just, am I not grabbing it? I don't think I was grabbing it. Now I'm just going to drop the chain on it. Now I can close them. So let's close this one. And let's close this one. Pinch them. You want them so they're not off center. Don't want them to catch on your clothes. Need to be flush. That's why you always open them in the opposite direction. Okay. I think this is going to be the last thing that I do. So there we go. There it is. All fixed. So we took a super long chain and turned it into 2 accessories. And we added those glass beads. Super exciting! I love it. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. Okay. I think that's it. I think I'm tired. And, ooh, look at that. This needs a new chain. This is a Betsy Johnson. I don't know why Betsy Johnson uses this cheap chain. I'm sure her more expensive pieces for, you know, celebrities is probably different. I'm wondering, can I use this chain on here? There's black. How would that look? Because I don't like this pendant. These stones have to come out. Is it everything? I love Huey Lewis. Let's see what we can put in here too. These guys just popped right out. This one does not want to come out. Here we go. Well, I wish they all would have come out like that. The risk you run of not getting out all that shiny metal is the glue that's holding that in could start to go bad, and then whatever you glue in there comes out. But I want to find stones for this now that I have it here, because I think we can make this just even on its own be really pretty. And I got some big stones we can put in there. I haven't been able to use my big stones. I would love to do an array of color. Not the same colors, but mix it up and do all different colors. Ooh, there's a red one. Like that. See, that one sits way better than the other ones. The other ones are up too high. There's an Aurora Borealis. Oh, I got lots of red ones. Maybe we just do all red. That'd be sharp, wouldn't it? And they all sit flush. How many of these do I have? Let's see. That was a nice one too, that yellow one. And maybe we put a different focal color. Do all red. That one is way too small. Why is that one so small? The other ones are so big. I don't know. There's another red one. Maybe that one will fit. Yep. There's another one. I think I got these off of an East Indian necklace, to be honest. I remember thinking how nice the red was. Those were just recent harvests, so that came in handy. This is really pretty too. that Aurora Borealis in the center of that. Let's do it. Done. Love it. Boom. Out you come. See how they were sparkly? It's also because of that silver in there. All right, let's fill these up with, look at all of this excess glue that's on here. All right, there's our first fill. One. There's our second bead. Oh, I just got it all over the base. Darn it all. I don't want too much because it overflows, right? Like, and then it'll get on top of the rhinestone and make it all cloudy. Just have to clean that off. I can use some of this. There's a lot of glue on here. Too much. Take some of that out. Look at this. It's way too much. You'll see what I mean when I empty it out. And I got it all over here. If you get glue on something, the best thing to do is to try to get it off early. But if you can't and you see it, you always go back after and you, oh, that's better. You'll just peel it off, but you got to make sure you hold the stones in, because sometimes you'll peel it off and the stones will come with it. You have to start all over again because this glue is very stretchy. See, I just got glue on the top of that, so I'm gonna have to clean those off. There's a tool you can get that they use when they're designing nail art. It sucks them up. I just haven't got it. I'll just give it a wipe after. How are you going to push it? It's home there. So at this point I'm looking for any glue. Sometimes I can scratch it off with my thing here. I can see it on there. Give it a little scratch. Sometimes it just comes right off. There we go. This one's going to be a little, yeah, that one's going to be a little bit more problematic. You'll see it, it'll look white because it dries really fast. I think the rest of them look really good. Just this one's a little dirty. We'll clean it once it dries. I'll let it set. But there, we just took that old crappy plastic stones and we turned it into this. This one's not very shiny. Why is that one not as shiny as the other ones? I don't like that. I have no idea. Oh, it's missing its foil back. That's why. We have to find one that has the foil back. See, there's no foil back on there. So it just looks dull. So let's find I don't know who keeps messaging me. Oh, my phone is going crazy. Why is it going crazy? Let's give this a clean. Alright. Let's see if we can, hopefully we can find another red one. We just glued all those in there. There's got to be another red one in here. Oh no, I'm starting to get scared. There's one, but I don't think it's big enough. I think this was the one we saw that was too small. It's the same red. that's good. Okay, that's good. We got lucky. Let's see if there's anything else. There's another one too. But I think that one's good. I just really need to clean it. This one looks broken. That one's broken. Where'd the other one go? There it is. This one's better. But I can see this white around the edge here. See that? It's glue. It needs to come out before I glue these in here. This one. Can't. It'll just make it look really dull. Well, we've really fixed a lot of things this evening. I see you there. There we go. Gotcha. Oh, there's so much. There it is. There we go. Come on out, please. If I don't get it out, it's going to look like heck. There we go. Got you. Okay, we just got this little bit here. Honestly, it's like a booger that never comes out. That just keeps going back and back the further you dig at it. That's terrible, sorry. There we go. So now that is clean. So I'm just going to take one more look for red that has foil backing. Because it would be great to find. That one is so much better than that one. Okay. And it's bigger. We got it. We got it. Let's do it. We're going to take our E6000, take our dollop, which again I took too much. And let's put it in. Take a tiny little bit of that glue. Grab it. See, it's got the foil back, so it's going to be really sparkly. Not like the other one we had in there that was really dull. Give it a push. No bleeding, so we're good. So there we go. That's a big difference. Oh, that's so pretty. All right. So we took those crappy, these things here, these crappy old plastic ones, and made this really pretty. I like it. Cool. All right. I'm going to take this. I know I was going to go, but I think I'm just going to. I'm not really tired yet. I'm going to take this crappy Betsy Johnson. Not that she's crappy, but the chain she uses is so. It's like the worst chain in the world. I'm going to keep this. Open that the wrong way. Yeah, I can keep that, but this chain is going. This is a Betsy Johnson horseshoe. Pretty. with Betsy Johnson on it. She does really funky stuff, but this chain is like cheap. So I'll put that in a crafting lot for somebody in case they want it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get a new chain for this and restring it. I just got to get my chain box. So we got findings here. We got to use the same color. And we've got different chains that I've saved from other just want to find that one that's the same color. That's kind of cool. That's a link chain. I don't like this tub stopper chain. It reminds me of bathroom plugs that go in the sink. Are you okay, Brutus? My dog's making some noise. This one's kind of cool too. That one might be nice. Let's take a look at that one. Okay. Oh, this one's even nicer. Oh yeah, no, I like this one better. It's thicker. Okay. Let's do that one. This one matches, but this one is just... This is a Rolo chain. Let's see what it looks like. Is it too light for it? Oh, I don't know. I think that works. I like that. Okay, so again, we're just gonna get ourselves a new clasp out of the box. A couple of jump rings, little one, big one, and like that. And then let's string these puppies back together. This is what Betsy Johnson should have done. She should have used quality stuff. Am I going to be able to open this? I hope I can open this. Uh-oh. I can't open it. It's fused together. Maybe I can. I can't really tell. Let's see. I hope I can open it. Yay! It was just made really well. Okay. Just going to connect these back together. Okay. That's back together. How long do we want it? I don't think we want it too long. I should have thought about that before. Oh, look at this. This has a link on it. That's what we're going to use as the marker. Okay, let's just hook this up. It already came with its own. Tiny little charm on it there, or like a jump ring on it there, which I don't want it to have. Okay. I like this chain. That's so much better. And I like the two-tone because it's lighter on the one side. So it doesn't have to be that vintage metal chain. So I don't want this to be too long. Maybe to there. So Let's take her out about here off. I'm going to take the top part off. Come on. Let's close that up. I want it to be even. This is a little different than the last one we did because we could make it easy on ourselves actually, now that I'm thinking about it. If we don't station it, it would fit nicely. Hanging. No, I like it the way it is. Okay. So this is the end of it. See, yeah, this is where we're going to run into. I got to make sure it's perfectly even. Alright, this one I gotta take off here to get it perfectly even. If you don't let the pendant free hang and float on the chain, you need to know exactly where you need to finish it so it matches. And I think we're good. I think we did it. So this is all the chain we have left. We could actually make a bracelet. Put something on it. We'll save it. Now we're going to use this and this jump ring. Put on our lobster claw. Using a bigger one here so the lobster claw has something bigger to clamp onto. And then we're done. I just turned that. I don't even know what I did with her crappy chain. Where did I throw it? Oh, crafting. Yeah, so we just took that and upcycled it to that. So much better. Love it. Alright, that is where I'm going to stop. Okay, guys. Fun crafting. Thanks for watching. Thanks for those who stopped by. I know it was a long video, but it was fun. It's fun to just show some techniques and share, you know, the love I have for making and creating things. Hope you guys have a really great rest of the week. Take care.